5 US Marine snipers are lying prone on the walls of Constantinople, and the city below them is the last Christian city in the eastern Mediterranean. The year is 1453. Sultan Mehmed II, 21 years old, has assembled 80,000 Ottoman warriors, 300 ships, and the largest cannons ever built to take the city. The Byzantines defending the walls number approximately 7,000. The temporal displacement event dropped the 5 Marines here 72 hours ago. Gunnery Sergeant Marcus Webb, call sign Ghost, 36 years old, 2 combat tours in Afghanistan, 1 classified, is lying on the Theodosian walls looking through his Leopold Mark V HD scope at the Ottoman camp 1 kilometer to the west. 5 snipers. Against 80,000 warriors and the most advanced siege artillery of the 15th century. The mission is not to defeat 80,000 Ottoman warriors. The mission is to hold the walls long enough for the temporal rift to reopen in 9 days. 9 days. US Marine Scout sniper equipment for 5 operators. Each Marine carries an M40A6 sniper rifle with 200 rounds of match-grade 7.62mm ammunition. 1 Marine carries a Barrett M107 50 caliber with 100 rounds. All 5 carry M17 pistols with 6 magazines each. All 5 carry and PVS-31 night vision and thermal monoculars. 2 Marines carry M67 fragmentation grenades, 10 each. Total offensive capability is 980 rounds of precision sniper ammunition and 150 caliber rounds. That is the entire arsenal. 5 rifles. Less than 1,000 rounds. Against 80,000 warriors. But 5 snipers on the walls of Constantinople in 1453 are not fighting 80,000 warriors. They are fighting the Ottoman command structure. Webb understood this on day 1. The Ottoman army operates through a rigid hierarchical command system. Mehmed II commands through his viziers who command through his beys who command through their captains. Remove the captains and the units lose direction. Remove the beys and the formations lose coordination. Remove the viziers and the entire assault machine begins to stall. The Theodosian walls of Constantinople are the most sophisticated defensive fortification in the medieval world. An outer wall, a moat, an inner wall, all working together across 5 kilometers of landfront. The walls have held Constantinople for 1,000 years against dozens of sieges. They have never been taken by assault. Only hunger and treachery have ever breached them. Webb positioned his team at 5 separate points along the most threatened section of wall, covering a 1-kilometer front. Each sniper has overlapping fields of fire with his neighbors. Each has identified his primary targets before the first shot. Day 1. Mehmed orders his Bashi bazooks, the irregular cavalry, to test the walls with a probing assault. 20,000 irregulars advance toward the outer wall in loose formation. Webb lets them approach to 800 meters. Then the M40A6 rifles open fire. 5 snipers picking targets methodically. Officers first. Standard bearers second. In 11 minutes 43 Ottoman officers and standard bearers fall at ranges between 400 and 900 meters. The irregular cavalry mills without direction. Then retreats. Mehmed watches from his tent. He has never seen a siege where 43 officers fall in 11 minutes before the assault even reaches the wall. He calls his chief engineer Saruka Pasha. They discuss what kind of weapon does this. No one has an answer. Day 2. Mehmed brings his great bombards forward. The largest cannon ever built in 1453, the Basilica cannon designed by Urban of Hungary, fires a stone ball weighing 1,200 pounds. It can fire 7 times per day. It is aimed at the weakest section of the Theodosian walls. The bombard fires. The wall shakes. Stone dust rises. The wall holds for now, but the damage accumulates. Webb watches the cannon crew through his scope. The Barrett M107 50 caliber has an effective range of 1,800 meters against personnel. The cannon crew is at 1,200 meters. Webb fires 4 rounds. The cannon crew chief and 3 senior artillerists fall. The Basilica cannon does not fire again that day while replacement crews are trained and positioned. Day 3. Mehmed sends his elite Janissaries, the most professional soldiers in the Ottoman army. 10,000 Janissaries in disciplined formation advancing on the weakened wall section. The Byzantine defenders brace themselves. The 5 Marine snipers change their targeting priority. Not officers this time. Musicians. The Janissary formation is coordinated entirely by drum and pipe signals. Every movement, every halt, every charge is signaled by the musicians marching with the formation. Webb fires first. The head drummer falls at 600 meters. 4 other musicians fall in the next 90 seconds. The Janissary formation stops. Hesitates. Commanders shout orders that contradict each other without the unifying signal of the drums. The formation breaks into clusters, advancing at different speeds without synchronization. Byzantine defenders repel the disorganized attack. Mehmed tears his robe. He has not seen his Janissaries lose cohesion since he was a child. Day 4 and 5. Mehmed tries night assaults. The marine thermal monoculars see the Ottoman night formations as clearly as if they were illuminated. Night assault commanders fall at ranges up to 700 meters in darkness. The night assaults collapse faster than the day assaults. Day 6. Mehmed calls a war council. His viziers, his beys, his engineers, his religious advisors. The council lasts 8 hours. The conclusion is tactical and correct for the information available. There are supernatural defenders on the walls who can kill at distances impossible for any known weapon. The religious advisors declare them jinn sent to protect the city. Mehmed does not believe in jinn, but he believes in the bodies of his officers. Day 7. Mehmed tries a different approach entirely. He moves his great bombards to a new position and fires at a section of wall not covered by the supernatural snipers. Webb cannot be everywhere. A 3-meter breach opens in the outer wall 400 meters from Webb's position. Webb repositions 2 snipers to cover the breach. But now his team is stretched across a larger front. Day 8 is the hardest day. Mehmed sends simultaneous assaults at the breach and at 2 other points. The 5 snipers cannot cover 3 simultaneous attacks effectively. Webb uses the M67 grenades for the first time. 20 grenades over the walls at warriors reaching the breach. Byzantine defenders fight desperately with what they have. 3 Ottoman soldiers reach the top of the outer wall for 17 seconds before Byzantine defenders push them back. 17 seconds. It is the closest the Ottomans come. 1 Marine takes an arrow through his forearm. He keeps shooting. Day 9. The temporal rift opens at dawn exactly as calculated. Webb orders his team to the extraction point on the Sea of Marmara side of the walls. The 5 Marines withdraw through Constantinople, through the streets of the last Byzantine city, past the Hagia Sophia, past civilians who press against walls as these strange warriors move through them. They enter the white light and are gone. Mehmed storms the walls that same morning with his full force. Without the supernatural snipers, the walls fall in 4 hours. Constantine XI dies fighting on the walls as history records. The city falls. But it falls 9 days later than it should have. 9 days in which the Byzantine imperial court fled with the most important archives and relics. 9 days that saved things that would otherwise have been lost forever. Final count. Marines killed 0. 1 wounded from arrow through forearm. Ottoman casualties from sniper fire, approximately 800 killed over 9 days from a force of 80,000. 1%. Vote right now in the comments. Option A. 1 Virginia-class submarine versus the entire Spanish Armada of 1588. Option B. 1 US destroyer versus the entire Viking fleet at the Battle of Clontarf. Like the video. Subscribe. See you on the next battlefield.